Hi all, so this has been requested many a times and it is the Indian wife rules. So the rules you should have or you should know before you get married, and hopefully it will help you all. The first thing, you need to know how to cook. Second, make sure you look good. 3, make sure you respect everybody. And I could actually go on and talk about all the things that your parents would tell you to do. Now me, before I got married, it was the case of, Raji, you know what, just don't talk back, because I have a fiery personality. If I don't like something that somebody says to me, I tend to just go, and I have changed so much. I have learned so much while being married, and I've been married nearly, it'll be 2 years in June. So I've learned so much, and my parents also said to me, you know, you've got to be nice all the time, you've got to have respect, learn how to cook, your husband is number one, you know, their family is, like, his family is your family, you know, make sure you got your makeup on all the time, make sure you look good all the time, make sure you have manners. Oh God, I got told all sorts, and then I got told by friends, you know, be careful of your in-laws, because my in-laws were really bad, or be careful of your mother-in-law, or be careful of your sister-in-law, be careful. It was always mother-in-law and sister-in-law actually. And to be honest with you, my thoughts, what I can give to you guys is, just remember the reason why you got married to your husband. A lot of the times as us Indian girls, or, you know, I know it happens with a lot of the Asian cultures, so, you know, Pakistani, Gujarati, wherever you're from, you know, the Asian culture, a lot of the times it is you get married and you live with your in-laws. Some don't live with their in-laws and some move out straight away, you know, they go straight to their house. I, for one, lived with my in-laws and still live with my in-laws. So to live with a new family is something where you've got to get used to, and you just got to always remember, why did you get married to your husband? There was the love there, there was everything there, like he's your best friend and so on. So you just need to remember, look after your husband. When I say look after your husband, I don't mean like you got to iron his clothes, you got to pick up after him, you got to do everything for him. I mean, God's given him hands, feet, fingers, eyes, mouth, he can use them, you know. But when I mean look after him, don't disrespect him, because you wouldn't want him to disrespect you. You know, if you're going to cook food, obviously think of your husband as well. It's kind of like whatever you'd expect him to do, you do. That's how I see it. So the general things are, just make sure you're yourself, don't change for anything. And like I said, I was a feisty one. I was very like, I don't want to say feisty, I was very fiery. I was very like, if somebody said something to me and I didn't like it, I would always have something to say. I'd always be like, you know what, that isn't nice, why did you say that for? So what I've learned is I speak to my husband, you know, and we sort it out amongst ourselves. I do not like to go back and tell the whole of my family, because like my brothers are married and their wives, you know, like some women out there don't like to keep things to themselves, you know, they probably want to tell the whole world, you know, and I don't want my business to be out there, you know. So, and the other thing is, if you go back and tell your parents everything, they're going to remember it. You are their little baby, you know, so you've just got to remember, when you get married, it's a responsibility of you and your husband to sort things out. If things are really getting out of hand, you know, then obviously speak to your parents, but just don't jump and think, oh my God, you know, like my in-laws have said this, I'm going to go tell my parents. Sort it out with your husband and he most likely will appreciate that. The other thing is, just learn the basics of cooking. So when I say the basics, I mean, if you can cook yourself a curry, I mean, it's the same ingredients, isn't it, for every single curry. So if you can cook yourself a curry, learn it. If you can learn how to make chapatis, learn it. However, I learned how to make chapatis and I do not make them. I only ever make them when I go home, because my dad loves them. If you can make, I don't know, just basic food, it doesn't even have to be Indian food or anything, it can be any sort of food. If you can make pasta, I mean, to be honest with you, the way that my curry tastes is the way my pasta tastes. I use the same sauce, same mixture, same everything for my pastas, for my, if I ever do roast chicken, it's the same thing. But always have an open mind. So when you get married, just think, you know, you want to learn, you want to experience and whatnot. So that's it, just have the basic thing, and just remember, like, have faith in your husband. Don't ever doubt him. Don't ever think like, oh my god, he's not going to support me, he's not going to do these things, he's not going to look after me, he's not going to take care of me, you know, is he going to understand me if I say something like, oh, your mum said this? Is he going to understand me if I say your sister said that? He will, because you've got to think like he's gonna think like you're his responsibility. So yeah, I hope this has helped you all. I could seriously go on about this stuff, but I hope it's helped you all. So don't worry about a thing, you know, if you're getting married, just enjoy it, because life is, a marriage is beautiful. It's however you want to make it. That's what I always believe. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.